Today we are looking back on a fight from 2019, Superlek versus Buakaw, and this is just so exciting to be recapping one of Superlek's old fantastic performances. He has not lost in 1FC, so we know he's going to win this fight, but I want to go through and dissect some of the brilliance which he's able to display. Really, for me, this guy over the last year has just been shining. Think of it. He defeated Takaru, K1's massive superstar. Wow, what an elbow. Look at that elbow. He faked off the front kick, came over top. So Superlek defeated Takaru. He defeated Rod Tang. And in the past, he has defeated Jonathan Haggerty, who he is now face to set on September 6th at 1FC 168, which is going to be in Denver. He's going to be so excited for that fight. And you guys can actually pick up your tickets for 1FC 168 and save 15% with code 1US15. I'm going to have that linked in the description below there. Superlek is very interesting because he's going to be facing Haggerty, who he's already defeated, and Superlek is on this massive win streak. But Haggerty has gotten so much better since they fought. Plus, Haggerty moved up in weight class and is the champion at 145. Superlek, as far as I know, has not fought above the weight class we see him at today, which is 135. So this is going to be, in my mind, possibly the fight of the year. The anticipation for me in seeing this is right up there with like when McGregor fought Aldo, something like that. So exciting. So let's get back into focusing on this fight. We already saw that devastating elbow. I'd be really excited to see the replay of that. I love fakes. And then coming in with super hard shots, which score knockdowns. It shows the fighter IQ to do something like that. Look at that round kick. He's known for his round kicks. He's very versatile though. But when he smashes that right leg in, whether it be to the body or the leg, oh, head off the center line from both fighters as they throw the crosses. One of the things I like about Superlek as a Muay Thai fighter is he's not scared to mix in the hands. And well, maybe he's not somebody who's going to score, 5, 6, 7 punches in a row. He's not going to box in that method. He actually has very crisp hands. He understands head movement. It's a pleasure to watch him fight. You see his stance is actually very bladed. He doesn't have a very squared off stance, which is also kind of interesting. So I hope we can get a highlight or a replay. Here we go. He throws the front kick. He's thinking about the front kick, and then he fakes exactly what he just threw. That is high level stuff. That is what you guys should be trying to do. If you land, let's say, a jab, you don't come in and throw another jab right after, unless you know the guy's a sitting duck. But you could see in this instance, Buakaw was going to deal with that front kick. He had his hands in position to catch that front kick, which just left him completely exposed. It's just amazing. It's good stuff from him. And the fight against Haggerty, the rematch, is less than 2 weeks away. I'm so excited for that. And I want to let you guys know that you can now get signed up for my upcoming online course. It's going to be all about offense. We already put the defense course in. This one's about offense. I'm going to slap a link down below where you can join that wait list. No obligation. You're not buying anything. It's just if you're interested in seeing how I develop my offense, what makes my style unique, how you can get better, then you can get signed up and we'll let you know when that course sometime in the fall is available. Back to the action. Superlek also always stands right within range. Like he doesn't, look at him, he doesn't back up. He just stands there. The defense confidence is pretty awesome. And really, I should be giving some great props to Buakaw too, because he's putting up a good fight here. It's not always clear when you start off and you're fighting somebody like Superlek this early in his career. Within 1FC, these guys don't know, I'm fighting somebody who's going to be the best. in 3 or 4 years from now, this is going to be the number one fighter in the organization in terms of wins versus loss ratio. So, I mean, he's doing a great job against somebody of that caliber. Something else that I really find interesting about Superlek, when you look at his stance, is he kind of tips his head slightly forward. And I think he does that because it makes you seem like, oh, this guy's a little bit closer, and distance-wise it allows him to control. But just keep an eye out for that. It's like his head sometimes actually tips over his front foot, which is very uncommon. It also gives him more space to lean backwards to create that distance if somebody punches, a little fade back. Every time they take a side angle, you can see how far forward his head is. He also has those devastating elbows from the inside. We've seen him execute those like right in there. It's so dangerous, and he's so vicious. Look at that. He's trying to knee him in the head on the way down. That would have been an awful spot to take impact. I think something interesting right now to talk about will be, what are his weaknesses? If there are any that we can visibly see, because right now he's just pressuring forward. But what chance of success does Haggerty have against Superlek? I hope Superlek comes like this. The way he's fighting right now, he's pretty mean. He's putting that pressure on. That would be a great fight. So Haggerty, I think, if we're going to break down one of his weaknesses, is he will stand and bang. And he can get knocked down. How many times have you seen Superlek get knocked down? Haggerty can get knocked down. Now, granted, he is at a heavier weight class, but I think Haggerty needs to be smarter, needs to be technical. Oh my gosh, he's just ragdolling him. Superlek will probably have more trouble doing that against Haggerty, just given the size difference. But I think Superlek can go and fight his fight. Haggerty will have to be careful he doesn't end up getting knocked down. Because once you get knocked down against Superlek, I don't think he's foolish enough to get back in and exchange and go for a big KO. We've seen Haggerty do that, I think, against Lobo in his last fight. He got knocked down, then Lobo came to finish the fight, and Haggerty was able to capitalize and score his own knockdown. I have a feeling Superlek is too smart, and if he does happen to knock you down, it's just going to, on the scorecards, put you so far behind. Nice front kick up high, again off the back leg. He just drops that little tomahawk elbow downwards, so sharp. Didn't land, but it just shows you how dangerous he is. And from all ranges, that's something that's crazy, right? Long range, they got the kicks coming. Once you get a little bit closer, he has those sharp knees. When you get really tight, those elbows are flying. There's really no distance that you're safe at against Superlek. And look at just that last combo. Great demonstration. He was in tight, slashed down an elbow, took a little step back, and then that round kick just blasted in. Little cage grab there, but they're not really... Oh, he did warn him. I was just going to say they're not really on the ball for that, maybe because it's just Muay Thai, but he got the warning. One of the areas that Superlek is so successful is that right round kick, but you saw his bottom low advance there, then Superlek threw the round kick almost defensively, but you end up crashing into it. It's crazy that he can throw it like that. Superlek is slowed down just a little bit, but that's probably just because he is so far ahead on the scorecards now, and he's just going, I don't need to get the KO. And that's what I was saying about his mindset and his ability to safely fight, even though he's still exciting right now, right? He's not backing up. That was funny what he did with his hands there. Almost looked like a video game character. This is a good fight, though. This is an exciting fight. And a lot of times when you see fighters earlier in their career, you see how much meaner they are. And Superlek, to me in this fight, he looks particularly mean. Like right in there, he's just bombing shots. If he happens to throw you down, he's trying to knee you on the way down. Or if he sweeps you, he's trying to catch the round kick. This is an exceptionally mean Superlek. And it's fun to watch. And you don't always see that later in people's careers. They calm down, they mellow out just a little bit. But early, they got that fire. And I think we're seeing that. Getting that sharp elbow. I love how he just gets it from the inside. It looks like he might be cut. But he seems to be a little, perturbed by it. So maybe it was a headbutt. And he's just trying to draw attention to that. Oh, that was great. That was great to watch. Obviously, we know who won. But so exciting. And Superlek versus Haggerty, the rematch at 1FC 168, September 6th, is going to be spectacular. Remember, there's a link down below. If you're able to be in the Denver area, you can pick up your tickets at 15% off with the code 1FC has provided, which is 1US15. Thanks for joining today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this contest between these two spectacular fighters. As always, train hard, and I'll see you back here soon for another video.